If you're running a law firm, you know that growth is, well, it's not a straight line, is it? Some days you feel like you're on top of the world just scaling like crazy. And other days you feel completely and totally stuck. But what if I told you those feelings aren't just random? What if they're actually predictable symptoms of where your firm is right now? In this explainer, we're going to break down a framework for doing an as-is assessment of your firm. The whole point is to diagnose exactly where you are so you can figure out what it's going to take to unlock that next level of growth.
All right, here's the game plan. We're going to start by talking about the emotional reality of growth, how it actually feels. Then we'll map that to a really clear 4-stage framework. After that, we'll get into the single most important metric, capacity, and I'll show you how to assess it. And finally, we'll connect all the dots to the ultimate goal, getting more and better client referrals. Okay, first things first, let's talk about feelings. Seriously, because the vibe in your office, the stress levels, the morale of your team, that's not just fluff, it's crucial data. So I want you to take a second and really think about your firm right now. What's the dominant feeling? Is it frustration? That feeling of being constantly overwhelmed with just no time to think? Or is there a buzz in the air, a sense of excitement, of real pride in the work you're all doing? The answer tells you so much more than you might realize. And this right here is why. Those feelings, they're not just random moods. They are direct symptoms of your firm's growth stage. This staff symptoms assessment shows a super common emotional journey. You start out frustrated and overwhelmed. Then, as you start to get things figured out, you move to exhausted but excited. And finally, you get to a place of real pride and independence. Think of these as signposts on your growth map.
So, if those are the symptoms, what's the diagnosis? Let's dig into that. We're going to look at a clear 4-stage framework that's going to help you pinpoint exactly where your firm is on the map.
The core idea here is really simple. Every single law firm out there, no matter the size, can be placed on a 4-level growth pyramid. And figuring out which level you're on, well, that's the essential first step to climbing higher. And here they are, the 4 levels. Level 1, you've got sporadic work. That's where you feel that constant frustration. Level 2 is systemizing. This is when you're exhausted but excited because you know you need to build systems, maybe a standard client intake process or a new project management tool. Level 3 is strategic growth. You've got some breathing room, but you're restless for more. And at the very top, level 4, you're an industry leader. That's where you hit that feeling of pride and true time independence. See how those feelings just line up perfectly? Now, what's so fascinating here is how this really quantifies the journey. Moving up this pyramid isn't just about working harder, it's about making huge leaps in efficiency. To get from level 1 to level 2, you have to jump from using about 25% of your capacity to 40%. And to hit level 3, you need to be at 60%. Each jump requires a fundamental shift in how your firm actually operates. So, moment of truth. Take a look at these stages. Think about those staff symptoms we talked about, and be honest. What level is your firm really on right now? Okay, so we've talked about the stages and the feelings, but what's the actual engine that powers a firm from one level to the next? It all comes down to one single crucial concept: capacity. So what in the world is capacity? It's simple, really. It's the total output your firm can produce based on your inputs. And your inputs are your people, your processes, and your technology. And that output isn't just about billable hours. It's about high-quality legal work, and ideally creating productized legal services, standardized, efficiently delivered services. To grow, you don't just need more clients, you need more capacity to serve them well. This slide gets right to the heart of the daily struggle for pretty much every firm. Your work pressure is a constant tug of war between the demand for your services on one side and your internal capacity to deliver on the other. When demand is way higher than capacity, you get burnout, mistakes, unhappy clients. The goal is to grow both of them in harmony. Look, you can't manage what you don't measure, right? So let's get practical. Let's talk about your as-is assessment. This is how you get a clear, objective look at your firm's current capacity. Before you can even dream about the firm you want to be, you have to get brutally honest about the firm you are. And here's your diagnostic checklist. Let's run through it. Do you actually have the time and systems to analyze your core competencies? What are you truly the best at? Can you nurture a self-directed team that doesn't need constant handholding? Are you standardizing repetitive work to free up your best people for high-value thinking?
Are you proactively looking for new opportunities or just reacting to whatever comes through the door? And this is a big one. Are you systematically measuring client satisfaction to find and fix your service gaps? Answering no to any of these points directly to a bottleneck that's holding you back. Okay, now for the best part. Let's connect all this internal, operational stuff to the external results every single firm wants: a stellar reputation and a steady stream of amazing referrals. Because here's the bottom line, the absolute truth. All this focus on internal capacity isn't just some operational exercise. It is the single most important marketing activity you can possibly undertake. Why? Because mastering your firm's ability to deliver amazing work consistently has a direct and massive impact on your reputation out there in the marketplace. It all comes down to this simple, powerful idea. When you satisfy your clients, they do three things. They buy more from you, they buy more often, and, most importantly, they share comments that lead to referrals. It's a direct line. Great work leads to happy clients, and happy clients become your volunteer marketing department. Let that just sink in for a second. Optimized capacity creates satisfied clients, and satisfied clients become your best marketing channel. It's a simple, incredibly powerful formula. So, we're going to leave you with this question. Now that you have a framework to figure out your growth stage and a checklist to assess your systems, what is the one thing, the single biggest bottleneck you can fix right now that would have the greatest impact on expanding your firm's capacity? That's your starting point. That's where the journey to the next level truly begins.